Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is a gorgeous day outside, albeit a bit on the cooler side here for us. Plenty of sunshine here across our different cameras across the state line, and no clouds to speak of on our Rockford Kia Max Storm Tracker. I do want to bring your attention off towards the east over on Michigan, where they have some freeze warnings as well as some frost advisors, and I do anticipate us getting those in the coming hours, or at least as we get into the late portions of the evening. Now, temperatures are still on the blue side here across the state line, as we are nearly 10 degrees warmer, if not slightly above 10 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours ago, as temperatures are now sitting in the middle and lower 60s across the state line. Dew points still very much on the dry side. Winds currently out of the east-northeast, right around 15 to 20 or so miles per hour, and we will continue to see these winds maintain their strength throughout the rest of the afternoon, with some wind gusts reaching 25, if not closer to 30 miles per hour. And that's going to kind of keep us on the cooler side here, at least seasonably cool, as we'll only top out into the middle 60s here for us. I do think we'll top out right around 66 to 67 or so degrees, but clear skies are going to remain. But as we head overnight, it is going to get downright cold. Overnight lows with those clear skies dropping down to a low of 36 degrees, definitely a two-blanket kind of night. But with this in mind, I do think patchy frost will be likely across the state line. So if you do have any sort of fresh plants, I would recommend either bringing them inside or at least put a cover on them so that they don't get damaged by this frost. But luckily, I do have a very strong feeling that this will be the last frost of the season until we get at least until fall. I'm about 90 to 95% confident in that forecast. But as we get into Friday, looking a lot brighter, still more sunshine is expected. Winds are going to be on the calmer side here for us, maybe about 5 or so miles per hour. So definitely going to be a pleasant day to get out and about. However, as you're heading out the door, of course, with just how cold it's going to be, I would recommend putting on your jackets at least to start the day. By the afternoon, I think it will be t-shirt weather, as we'll top out at 72 degrees. Again, definitely having that cooler start, but really a beautiful day to get outside. Now, as we progress on into Saturday, have a few question marks with it. A cold front is expected to make its way through. There's still kind of a teeter-tottering on timing. Happens earlier on in the day. It's not going to be as warm throughout the afternoon. What if it happens towards the latter part of the afternoon? Well, still looking at highs near the upper 70s, which I do think is what is likely here. And with it, maybe a stray shower here or there, but for the most part, I do anticipate our Saturday being on the bright side and also on the warm side with that later cold front passage. I think a top out at 77 degrees, looking at a perfect Saturday ahead, at least in my opinion. A great time to go out and grab some ice cream with the kiddos, or if you're like me, just go by yourself, as man, does ice cream sound good as the weather starts to warm up. Mother's Day looking also just absolutely gorgeous. 78 degrees are high, perfect to get outside, maybe plant some of those gardens. And if you do plan on spending time outside on this Mother's Day, please make sure you are putting on your sunscreen and reapplying once every 2 hours. Now, sunshine will be sticking with us here for quite some time. Have a bit of an increase for us on our Tuesday with our next rain chance, but overall, I think we'll see ample amounts of sunshine, and with that, warmth is going to be sticking around. As we go from slightly cooler here today, then 3 degrees above normal on Friday, 8 degrees on Sunday, then up to 12 degrees above normal Monday and Tuesday. And that is just the beginning, as we are looking at a very warm into the week with middle and even upper 80s not out of the question as we head into next weekend. But overall, looking at a gorgeous 7-day forecast. 65 degrees to high here today, 72 then for us on our Friday, 77 Saturday, 78 for our Mother's Day. Then we're back into the 80s Monday, Tuesday, and then mid-80s for us on our Wednesday. And again, we are keeping track of a shower and storm opportunity as we get into our Tuesday.